I once had a document that I needed to have notarized. And I remembered that was a notary public upstairs in the little strip mall where the post office was located. So I decided that I would just have the document notarized when I went to the post office the next day. And sure enough, the next day I went to the post office. As I was going to the post office, I went upstairs to the notary office where I saw the sign, and there was a line, about 4 or 5 people waiting, and I took my place, and there was a young lady assisting them. She seemed to be about 20, 21 years old, and I noticed immediately with the way that she was interacting with the first few people that I saw, that she was camped out on the edge of hostility. She was camped out on the edge of impudence. And she was camped out on the edge of unprofessionalism. And I realized right away, Alan, by the time you get up to her window, you need to go into your bag of tricks and pick out the best version of how to gain friends and influence people. Because you got a little situation that you're going to deal with when you get there. So sure enough, my turn came and I stepped up to the desk and I said to her, "Good morning." She did not respond. She said, "What do you want?" I said, "I have a document I'd like notarized, please." And I handed it to her. She looked at it and she said to me, "Where is the lady?" I said, "What lady?" "The lady whose name is on this document. She has to sign it too." I said, "No, the lady whose name is on the document is deceased. I need to have my signature notarized." "Oh, you can't do that. You can't have a document notarized and the person's not even here. They're deceased." And I paused and I reached back into my bag of tricks, supposedly, and I said, "I'm sorry, but it's not possible for the decedent to sign the document because the decedent is dead. My signature is required because I'm stating that the decedent is dead, and I'm verifying that fact." "Well, you just can't do that. I can't notarize this document." I said, "Where is the owner?" "He's in back." "Well, you don't need him." I said, "Yes, I do. I need to speak with him." "Well, I'll take this document back there and I'll tell you. You can't tell me my job, but I'll take the document back there." And she disappeared into the back room. And she came back to the door just vouching for her success. She said, I told you, you can't tell me how to do my job. He says that you can't get this document notarized." I said, "Fine, thank you very much." I took the document from her. I went downstairs, and right across the walkway was a real estate broker. I walked into the real estate broker's office, and they said, "Good morning." I said, "Fine, how are you this morning? I'd like to get this document notarized." I said, "Fine." I took it over to the desk, looked at it. "Okay, fine, where's your ID?" I gave them my ID. He notarized the document. I paid the fee, and I went along my way. You see, sometimes you can waste a lot of time, a lot of energy with people who just don't know. You're not going to change them. You're not going to educate them. You're not going to make them feel better about themselves. They are suffering from something that you can't fix. Move on. Move on. Shake the dust off your feet and move on.